Okay, so I am just testing this out. I didn't feel like setting up the entire mic and everything. Um, so I'm just kind of fucking around. I wanted to watch this trailer, so I thought I'd just go live really quick for a minute. I didn't intend to stay on long. Just kind of want to watch this trailer, talk with you guys for a few minutes, and then jump off. But I had the stuff, so I said, fuck it, why not? Let's see here. I can get the comments section up. Um, Now, you guys are just going to have to tell me if this is actually working or not. This is mostly just kind of a test. I don't even know how the fuck this works. I'm just screwing around with it. Oh, I see. Okay. Down here, remove. Okay. That works. Full screen layout. Oh, you can do the full screen. Okay. That's pretty cool. Um, just mostly messing with how I share my screen so you guys can see what I'm seeing. I think what I want to know is if I switch over to this, can you guys still see me? Sharing this tab to StreamYard, because I need to be able to see it full screen like that. So whoever's in the comments, whoever's here, when I flip over like this, can you guys see me right now still over in this corner? Or are you just seeing nothing but the saw screen right now? I'm just curious on that. So don't be shy. Comment. I can see you. Okay, so you can still see me when I switch over to this screen. What about when I make this full screen? What the fuck? Oh, okay. That doesn't really let me go full screen. But you can still see me right now. Okay, cool. Well, Spiral from the Book of Saw. This is cool. This is cool that we have this option to kind of show you this shit live. I wonder if it'll get pulled down because I'm showing footage on here. We shall see. We shall see. Like Zeb said, I can see you. Don't look at me. I can't help you. Chris Snyder's in here, my Saw buddy. Are you going to be watching season 2 of Creep Show? When is that coming out? I don't. Isn't that real soon? I'm gonna probably watch Honeydew tonight, but my buddy Alex from Beyond the Void Horror podcast, he's freaking out about this movie called Making Monsters, and he never freaks out about anything. He's always just kind of very blah about everything. He's kind of like, yeah, it was all right. This was good, even if it's something he's like that's like great. He's like, it was all right. But this movie, oh shit, it's coming out tomorrow. Holy fuck, I didn't realize that. Okay, well, yeah, I'll be watching it. So there you go. Chris Snyder just posted his reaction video over on his channel. So House of the Living Dead, go check that out. I haven't watched it because I want to watch the trailer myself before I watch his reaction to it. But him and Destiny, and then I think he had another person on there checking it out. So go over to his channel and check out his reaction, which is, I don't know if it'll be better than mine. We'll see. But yeah, as I said, I didn't even want to hook up my mic. I was going to put it up, but this table that I'm on doesn't really have a place for me to set up the mic stand, so I have to hold the fucking thing anyways. That's all right. But yeah, let's talk. Let's watch this now. As you guys all know, I'm a huge Saw fan. I actually had Chris Snyder on my show, on my live stream, like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago, doing our favorite Saw traps. So I'm going to be very curious on your thoughts about this, Chris, because but hold them for now. Hold them for now. Let me get my own feel for the film, but I'm definitely very curious on this. So I won't be able to see your comments while I'm watching this, but let's do it. Fuck it. Let's just jump into it. May 14th. That isn't accurate, right? That is accurate. I'm sorry. They moved it up a week. It was May 21st, but now they moved it up to May 14th, and then they pushed Mortal Kombat a week, which is really annoying. But it's only a week, so it's not that big of a deal. It's just pushed it further out. This one actually is getting released a week earlier, so that's good. All right, so let's do this. All right. All right, so we know who's in it. All right. It's so cool to be getting a new Saw movie. I can't tell you. What's in the box? Everyone's making that joke. I apologize, but I'm sure they are. Oh, well, USB drive.
Detective Banks.
It's going up.
Do you know where your officers are?
Different voice. Big Mass looks great. Different, but really cool. Oh, shit, man. I don't think he makes it out of that trap for the amount of time he had left there.
I thought the Jigsaw Killer was dead. He is.
Okay. So it's following in the continuity of the original. That's good.
They're ours, not theirs.
How can I catch this guy? If there's nobody on the bus, I can bus!
You can't do this alone.
Whoever did this has another motive. Something personal. When was the last time you saw your father?
How much different in age are they in real life? Is he old enough to be his dad?
Jigsaw copycat.
This is gonna go sideways fast.
All available units, officer down.
That was just a diversion to get us out of the precinct! I need everyone on this case! He could be anyone. He could be anyone.
Is that the bathroom from the first one? Oh, there's John Kramer. Okay. So it's definitely a sequel. Yeah, that's their new little Billy the Puppet.
Hello, Detective Banks. When was the last time you saw your father?
Okay. Hey, look what's next. Look what's prompting me to watch next. Look at that. There you go. It knows what I want to see. Okay. So Sam Jackson is 72 and Chris Rock is 56. Okay. So, all right. I'm not really sure about the acting that I'm seeing in this trailer. Like, Chris Rock looks like he's really forcing his acting in this. I wasn't getting a good vibe from that. That has me a little worried. Just I don't want it to feel super hammy. I don't think the acting in the Saw franchise is amazing, to be honest. It's definitely not one of its stronger suits. Not that there's not good performances that are in it, but there's a lot of rocky performances. I mean, Cary Ells himself in the first movie is pretty rough at times. But I mean, I don't know. It definitely feels different. It's just the only thing that was really throwing me more than anything was the acting. Just that's all I have to say about that at the moment. It looks like, people I saw on Drum Dum's channel, Lee's channel, he was like, his like title for the video was like reboot or sequel. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, because is he trying to like say like a remake or like this is clearly attached to the Saw franchise. I mean, we see John Kramer. We hear that he's dead. We see the from what I could tell, he walks into what looks like the bathroom from part one. I mean, this is clearly a fucking sequel, spinoff, whatever you want to say, but this is in the continuity of the, and when you bring back Darren Lynn Bousman to direct, that probably gives me the most excitement for this, just because I know that he's not going to, fuck up the continuity. At least I hope not. If they did that, that would be the biggest sin they could commit. That'd be worse than them making a bad movie. Like, make a bad movie, but have it be in the continuity versus Like, this is probably crazy to even say out loud. Some people would probably like be like, "Are you fucking serious?" But I would rather the movie be terrible and stick to the continuity than be awesome and not stick to the continuity and fuck it all up. I'd be outraged. I'd be outraged because the continuity to me is everything in this franchise. So if you're going to fuck up the continuity, I don't care what you do. That's the number one thing for me. It has to stay. It has to stay consistent with the franchise. Just that's numero uno on my mind when I watch these films. So don't fuck with my continuity. That's going to be the thing that pisses me off by far the most. Yeah, and I agree with you. I just think that, you know, there's been franchises that have done it plenty of times, right? But as you said, he's come back. He directed part 2, 3, and 4. So we'll see. Heard it's more of a spinoff, not a direct sequel, and that's fine. It can be a spinoff. I mean, look at Paranormal Activity, the marked ones. I think that actually has the most continuity. Like, that has like the biggest threads of continuity since the second one. With all the connections that it makes, the ending, especially the ending, is crazy. I actually just watched Paranormal Activity, the marked ones tonight. That's why it's so fresh in my mind. But yeah, anyway. What did you say here? With the first trailer, I wasn't sure where it took place in the timeline. I always knew it was a continuation of shorts, but this was confirmation it's after Jigsaw's death. Yes. I guess that's true. I guess it could have always been a prequel or something like that, but I figured that wasn't going to be the case just because, you know, as we've kind of already done as much prequel as we possibly can, right? We've already kind of done Jigsaw, which was the prequel of prequels. I mean, that was his first game, so I just don't see you can't go before that, right? And Tobin Bell's so old at this point. What was another thing I wanted to say about that? Now, as far as like the plot goes, they said that Chris Rock walked in and pitched them this idea that was so creative and unique and you know, made them want to reboot the franchise because of it and everything. I'm not really getting that from this trailer. I'm not seeing anything yet that makes me go, because when I was reading about it, it was kind of like he had this epiphany. Like, he had this big moment that he was watching this franchise and he came in, he's like, we should do it like this. We should have it done like this. And, you know, like just in this trailer, it's like there's a copycat and he's setting up traps. I mean, what's unique about that? What's really all that exciting about that? I don't know. Now, as far as the Jigsaw voice goes, it's different, which this isn't going to be John Kramer. Will it have any attachments to the franchise that we know as far as like the killers and the motives and all that stuff, whether it's Dr. Gordon or whether it's Logan or whether, you know, who knows, or even fucking someone like Eleanor, you know, who knows? I don't think that we'll go that route. I would definitely like to see some connections. Obviously because of the continuity, but it doesn't need to. I don't need to see anyone. I mean, that John Kramer photo and whatnot is fine enough for me. But what will be the motives of this killer? Why are they doing it? What's the point? That's really what's going to be the most interesting thing to me, is that twist, because the Saw movies always kind of have this big twist. What will that twist reveal be of why this copycat is doing it and who this copycat is? Now, will it just be a character that we know from the film, and what will their motives be? Who the fuck knows, man? Jacob, the cops were always the main targets of the Saw franchise. Taps, Singh, Eric Matthews, Carey, Riggs, Strom, Perez, Erickson, Gibson, Harlan. Yeah, I mean, oh, you're talking to someone in the comments. I was like, well, Jacob, I mean, who the fuck? What do you think of the cop killer angle? Yeah, I mean, I mirror Chris's sentiments there. It's always been very police centric ever since part 2 and up. I mean, even with part one, Tap and Singh are the detectives coming after him. They're not really the targets in that one as much. It's not until two when Detective Matthews comes into play, and then of course Carrie and Rigg and everyone from there are all the police being brought into the game. But it's Tap and Singh are the ones that bring themselves into the game more so because he wrote your fucking name on the wall, right? Like he's calling Matthews out, and the whole game is set up around Eric Matthews. So the killer cop thing that's nothing new for sure. And I dig the voice. It isn't iconic as Tobin Bell. Yeah, I mean the voice is kind of the same throughout, right? No matter who's doing it, whether it's Hoffman or if it's Amanda or if it's Jigsaw, they all kind of distort their voice in a way that sounds pretty similar. This one sounds more like fucking some filter that you would get on a computer. Of course, we're seeing a little bit more technology of the times, right? It used to be the little cassette tapes that go in. Now it's a USB drive. I mean, they're upgrading the technology for more modern times, which of course makes sense. A very good trailer. I was worried after reading an article that it said it would have comedic elements. Yeah, I mean, I will say that. I mean, Dream, I don't see any comedic elements in here at all. Nothing intentional. Whether or not the acting is good enough to, not have unintentional comedy, that's my worry. I don't know. Maybe I'll watch the trailer again. Maybe it's because it's Chris Rock, and I'm expecting him to be comedic, that I felt like it was comedic. I know it'll mostly be about the reboot aspect, but I still hope we get to know what happened to Mark Hoffman and possibly Adam. Adam died. We know that. We see him die. Amanda comes in and kills him, and we see his body. So we know very well what happened to Adam. So we're good on that one. But Hoffman, yeah, I would definitely love to know what happened to Hoffman. I like how John Kramer's legacy has lived on and inspired other people to follow in his footsteps. That's what I got from this trailer. Yeah, I mean the copycat killer was done in Jigsaw. I mean that's very much what they're investigating in that. And Logan is, of course, basically copycatting him. So that angle's kind of already been done. Perez was a target, right? Yeah, she was. I mean, she gets that shit blown up in her fucking face. Hoffman killed her as an act of brutal protagonism. It was a defensive kill. I don't know. I mean, the way that it's set up, it's done so fucking fast. It's done. Yeah, I mean, would she have been pulled in? I don't know. I think, yeah, he's just trying to close off any loose ends, anyone who's targeting after him. I see that as just, you're in his way, you're going to go down. That's why Strom is killed. That's why he's killed. That's why, that's why he has to end up killing Perez again. And, everybody. I mean, he fucking kills every cop. Holy shit, man. He has a machine gun rigged. He's cutting down people. So Hoffman kills so many cops in this franchise. Holy shit. He kills more cops than the Terminator. In part one, of course. In part two, 0 casualties. The only comedic element I have seen so far is Sam Jackson. You want to play a game, motherfucker? Was that in this trailer? I didn't even hear that. Or is that in a different one? It's funny. I think I would have commented on that had I heard that, but maybe I missed it. Chris Rock did a good job on Fargo season 4, so I'll expect he'll be good here. The trailer didn't do him any favors, though. I agree. I just, there's something about his acting in the trailer that I'm not big on, but we'll see it in the context of the film. I might not feel that way at all during the movie, but I'm curious on what Chris thinks of the acting in this trailer. I think killer in a new movie is female. Listen to the voice at the end. Sounds like a female voice. It's maybe. Yeah, it's possible. That was in the teaser release. Okay. Yeah, I figured. The woman detective is one of my 4 or 5 suspects. woman detective that's in the trailer. You think they'll continue where the Jigsaw movie left off? Probably not. Probably not. I'll be very surprised if Logan or Eleanor or any of those characters show up in this or even are mentioned. I'll be very surprised. But I'll be, I'll welcome it. I'll definitely welcome it for sure. I just don't see it happening. I know it'll be sort of a reboot, but hopefully they do not ignore that story altogether. I don't think it needs to be addressed. I mean, as long if it fits into the story naturally, sure, go for it. But I'm not really sure that it needs to be discussed. I don't know if Logan's storyline. I don't know. I feel like it's over. I feel like he did what he was going to do. So he wanted to set up that dude, and he did, and that's that. So I don't know. We'll see. The acting doesn't bother me. It could be better, but it's not terrible. Yeah, I mean, as long as it's not the detective from Part 7, which is just by far the worst in the entire franchise. That guy's acting and that guy's performance in that movie is just too much for me to handle. Every time he's on the screen, I just want to punch his fucking face, like the kid from the Shining miniseries. He drives me crazy. He's rough, man. He's rough. As long as it's a good movie, I can forgive the acting. 100%. Yeah, there's some rough acting in this franchise. There is, and there's some really good acting as well. But oh my god, yeah, crazier than a sack full of cats. God, I fucking hate this guy. He's the worst, man. He really is. I feel like the guy from The Social Network will be a red herring. We shall see. We shall see. That detective is Hermione from Riverdale. I watched 1 or 2 seasons of Riverdale. I liked it. I just can't keep up with that completely. How you guys all doing tonight? Is everyone doing good? I'm going to get off pretty quick here. I know I've only been on for like 20 minutes, but I told you guys I wasn't going to stay on very long. I just wanted to do a quick trailer reaction. These are fun though. I'll definitely do these more often. Let's see. Is there anything else? Is there any other trailers that I need to see that I haven't seen? Spiral. See, look, from the book, is it a sequel or a reboot? I guess he just means like, is it going to play off of the other films as much? How do I wait? I think I'd go here now. Here. Okay, there it is. And that'll bring it back down. Okay. And then default view. There we go. There's no other new trailers. You got off pretty quick too. I know what you're talking about. I see we are #1 recommended. That's right, man. It's because I'm watching your channel lately. The trailer, is there a new one for this? I don't want to know much about that trailer. That's one of my problems with that film. Is like with his films, I always want to keep them. Yeah, I saw some of this, and I already feel like I saw too much. That's the problem with that damn show. Suicide Squad, I did watch that. That was fun. Anything James Gunn does is definitely going to get. That's something I need to do for Monster Monday. Is Slither. I haven't seen that film since it came out. It's been forever, and I'd love to rewatch that. I am getting up in the AM tomorrow, and I'm watching Godzilla versus King Kong. That's on the docket for tomorrow morning, AM, man. As soon as I wake up, press and play on that shit. I'm stoked about that. But yeah, so oh yeah, this guy right here, 100%. This is my favorite performance in the entire fucking. It's my favorite moment in the entire franchise. You look at me. I love that shit. I think he's so great. And it's heart-wrenching. It really is. It's fucking hard. It's rough. To watch that guy like just well, that's it, isn't it? He just freaks out. I mean, I feel like that's like all of us, right? In that situation. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to do a quick little trailer reaction. That was fun. Thanks for everyone for stopping by. It was a good time. We'll reconvene soon. I'm going to do a live stream pretty quick here. I know Destiny wants to get back on, so we'll set up one here in the next few days. I'll probably be on in a couple nights. I'm sure. I don't know with what yet. We haven't agreed on that. Maybe Chris will join us as well. I don't know. But thanks for stopping by, guys. And we'll see what this movie's like May 15th, right? I'll be there, and I'll be the first to be reporting. So anyway, guys, have a good night.